Hello and welcome to DoMyReports.com. You can download and read the quick guide to the application in Word or Adobe PDF formats from the login page. If you are using Google Chrome, and we recommend you do, then you can install the Grammarly Grammar Checker. You should create an account with Grammarly to get the additional online functionality. This is a free online tool. Select Do My Reports from the tab menu. Please read the time-saving tips. These are very important and will help you complete your report writing quicker and more efficiently. Select the class from the drop-down menu. Now click Go. The information panel below the menu tells you which class you are reporting on. If you're using an iPad or smartphone or even a small screen device and require more room, then you can hide this information banner by clicking Hide Me. You will firstly need to select a student and subject. You can scroll through the pupils and subjects by using the Next and Previous buttons, or you can select them from the drop-down list. You can scroll through the entire class for a given subject or scroll through all subjects for a given student. When you have selected a student and subject, you will see the main data entry screen. The first thing on this screen is the Edit Student button next to the student name at the top of the screen. If you notice an error in the student name, you can correct it from here. This is very useful when the reports are being proofread at the end of the year. Just click Edit Student button, and when you type in the correct name, select Update. You can also elect to show or hide this subject for this student for the final report if this subject is not applicable to this student. If you have installed the Grammar Checker, you'll see a small green circle which checks grammar and spelling as you type. If there is an error, then it will be highlighted. Hover your cursor over the mistake for corrections. For more advanced features of this Grammar Checker, you should create an account with Grammarly. It is free to join. The word processor contains the basic word processing functions and include headings, color, bold, italic, underline, lists and tab indents, full screen and undo. If you are using a small screen to enter data, then you can hide all of the features here and just leave the data entry screen visible by selecting the full screen icon. You can toggle back and forth. This is useful on smartphones and iPads. The subject data automatically gets saved as you navigate back and forward through the subjects and pupils. Important: when you have finished entering your reports for the day, it is important to select the Save button to ensure that the last subject is saved, as you may not naturally click the Previous and Next buttons when logging out. You can preview your report for this student at any time by clicking the Preview Report button under the text editor. This is just a graphical representation of the report and is not printable. Use it as a guide. You can quickly see the status of this student's subjects and word count by clicking the Student Status button. Use this as a guide. A great way of saving time is using the Replace Name button. If you want to copy a student's subject data to another student, then this feature is important. It does not matter if the target student is male or female. Highlight the subject data to be copied, and right-click the mouse button. Select Copy for the menu. Now, go to the student you want to replicate this subject information for. Right-click your mouse button in the body of the word processor and click Paste. In this example, I have Arthur's comments in Claire's comments. So, we need to replace the name Arthur with Claire and respective pronouns. Click Replace Name, type Arthur into the box. Click Replace Student Name button. You will see that the name and pronouns have been replaced. This is a big time-saving utility. If your administrator has set a minimum and maximum number of words for a given subject, you'll see a status bar below the text editor. If the is blue, then you have not reached the minimum number of words. When it turns green, you have reached the minimum number of words. If it turns red, then you have reached the maximum number of words for this subject. Now, the final part of the data entry screens is the comment bank. If your administrator has allowed the use of the comment bank and teachers' own comments, then you can select predefined comments for subjects. Or alternatively, you can type your own for use throughout your report writing. You can toggle to hide or show the main comment bank. This is handy if you need screen space when doing your own comments. First, click on the comment bank and select the subject you require comments for. From here, you can drill down to find an appropriate comment or comments for your report. When you find a comment, click on it and it will appear in the text editor. The name and pronouns will match the pupil. You can also add your own comments in the box provided. Always use masculine singular pronouns like he or himself or his, and they will automatically change if the student is female. Never use the student's name here, as you may want to use your comment for other pupils. Once you have entered your comment or text, click the Add Comment button below the box. You can now click this comment and it will appear in the editor. This comment will be available for all students under that subject. Your own comments will appear as light blue and you can delete them when they are no longer needed. If your school has elected to use attainment and attitude check boxes for certain subjects, then you can click on the relevant box for this subject and student. The default boxes are checks, or if you need to change it, then select the appropriate box for this subject and student. That concludes the tutorial on the data entry for your reports. Always be sure to save your work before exiting this screen. If you are using the Pupil Attendance and Punctuality function, then select the Pupil Attendance menu tab. Select the class. You can scroll through the pupils and quickly select the attendance and punctuality options appropriate to the student, and you can add a comment if necessary. The comment will appear on the final report. There is very little typing required to complete this section. Do click the Update Attendance each time to save the attendance data. Finally, it's time to print the reports. Select the Print Reports menu tab. You can add the support teachers' names here if other teachers have contributed to the report. They will appear on the front page of the report along with the main teacher's name. You can select single, multiple or all pupils for printing. The report is spooled into an individual file and is downloaded to your Downloads folder on your browser. Printing times will vary based on your internet connection speed, but typically, if you are printing an entire class, it can take from 3 to 5 minutes to generate the printable document. This concludes the tutorial. If you have any questions, please use the chat facility on the left of the screen.